I tell you what, a 10
Wow.
out of 10 movie.
Music score.
Out music score
Music?
and music implementation. One miss. One miss.
That last end.
If I really want to be picky, and I don't know whether it's actually fair to be picky, but I'd ignore it because he was perfect, and he had so many music numbers. He had so much music involved, and he carries the movie. Actually, one of the few movies that we've seen where the music carries the movie.
The music was absolutely stunning, from the poetry integration to the music implementation of like the entity and how they were building the world for you. It was as if they were describing it musically for visually impaired people. But it was so tangible.
Yeah, okay.
In that perspective, like you didn't need.
She's cooking. You
didn't need the description of anything else or the visual aid to actually understand what musically the story was trying to tell you.
Right.
Which I think it's why the second half, to me personally, felt so strong in terms of like.
Yeah, you felt strong towards it negatively, not positively.
No, but I fell so strong.
Fell.
Yeah, because it was the whole conundrum of like now we can see because her sight is back.
Mm-hmm.
But so the music score also becomes a little more basic because the action packed.
Well, it becomes an action film, doesn't it?
So I just thought that was a little interesting. Although the music throughout, including the action packed sequence, was fabulous.
I think the movie, from 0 to 1 hour and 25, 10 out of 10.
Phenomenal.
What a movie! What a movie!
Phenomenal, great. I think I love the idea.
Why could it not end though with him just dead, and then she sees, and then she has a child, and then it's over?
Yeah, but you know
that's
why?
An hour and a half.
But you know why? Because they were cooking with his duality from the beginning, right?
So but then you learn that maybe it would have been a history of discovery.
Yeah,
because you know how she spends 7 years trying to learn about him, and then she learns that he's a terrorist, and then she learns, and then it destroys her.
Correct. That would have been cool because
obviously not the type of movie that the director of this film had in mind. He had in mind 7 different films.
I think that's the problem I have the most with this film.
And then they told him, choose one. And he said yes.
All of them. Yes.
Which one would you like? Yes. What the
Yeah, no, that's the big bone I have to pick with this film.
I wonder how...
I watched 3 different films.
Yeah, I did.
In which none of them had a happy ending.
Kunal Kohli, you and I need to sit down, mate. We need to have a tea, and we need to speak about your childhood.
Also, I want to know who the script writers were, because that is a conglomeration of a lot of ideas.
He's oh wow, mate. He wrote Home Tum, which we will watch because apparently it's one of the best romantic comedies, romantic comedies
well, this
ever made.
Definitely wasn't funny.
But I think I see where his magic is.
His whole twist and turns.
Because I think he shined the best in that first hour and a half.
Yes, that's true.
That was a romantic comedy.
Correct. It was beautiful.
And he was perfect.
He was.
So my expectations, mate, for Home Tum, Kunal, are very high. Now, why the did we go action? I have zero clue.
Why? Okay, no. Because it says romantic thriller.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we didn't know anything about this movie, but obviously it is a romantic thriller, which makes sense. But it only turned into a thriller 30 minutes in the last section of the movie.
Yeah, the last 30 minutes.
Yeah, the rest didn't film.
25 minutes.
It felt more like a drama.
And it was very strangely carried.
Yeah. I mean,
the plot hole.
I gotta tell you this. No, it wasn't a plot hole,
It
mate.
was, brother.
Because we misunderstood.
No, I know that, but I still think the convenience scene.
It wasn't a plot hole. I think it's just poor writing, I call it. I think that's just poor writing. Because I think, mate, you're really going to introduce his past like so well. You're going to make him so morally jaded. And then you just get randomly like, and then he's nearly dying, and then the salvation is the cabin in the woods, cabin in the mountains, where she lives, and now you have a son. Wow.
Yeah.
So not perfect, but genuinely, musically impeccable.
In terms of story, a little mental, but that's okay.
Writing was a mess. The writing in this was demented. That's probably was going to be the title of this. Where we obviously think of like, what are we going to title this review? I think the writing in this movie was demented, but the music was perfect.
Exquisite. What an experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this review with us. Let us know your thoughts. I look forward to reading all the comments.
And let us know which is the next film we should check out next.
Absolutely. We'll do a poll next. Obviously, we do have a list, and there's a couple of things that are very high up on the list, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. And goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Have a great time.